Guildmates!
Guildmates!
Hello!
Hello!
Hi Aeon, hi Hermit, hi Zeta, hi Harper, hi Mingxua, hi Ancient Arc, hi Smuggy, hi
Hello,
Yuyan!
everyone!
Hi. Alright, shall we start with our introduction, Yuki?
Yes, okay. Hello there, adventurers. My name is Yuki Astrea.
And I'm Yuna Astrea of
Duo.
Leveling.
We are twin adventurer guildmasters here at the Atlas Adventuring Guild.
And we are excited to adventure with you. Yay!
Yay!
You have internet after 89 hours. Well, congratulations again. Your internet back. I'm sure that was very hard.
I know. No YouTube videos?
That's hard.
How many hours?
89 hours. It's like that's over like 2 days.
Wow. How'd you live?
How did you live?
Did you go on exciting quests?
Yeah. That's alright. I hope you were okay.
Mm-hmm.
Spunky, my first
just
stream
the internet, right?
Yeah, just the internet.
Not your power. Okay.
Yeah. My first stream back after 2 months. Welcome back, Smuggy. Glad to have
Welcome back.
you. Jow, hello. Yaluski, hello. Only 40 hours. That's still a long time without power. Okay.
Wait, power? Power? Not internet, right?
Internet was like 86, power was like 40. That's still a long time. Also, Yuki, what are we doing today? Can you tell us?
Today we're going to be working on refining up some more rules for our TCG game that we're making as a channel project. Yay!
Yay! If you like TCGs, now's the time for you to participate. We'll be throwing up some polls every so often. So let's do a brief overview of what we have so far. So we've started this project back in November, and we've been trying to at least address it once a month. So this is a 1v1 TCG. You kind of have like energy land cards in the side deck, kind of like Magic or Pokemon in a way.
Mm-mm.
Fire, water, air, earth, light, dark. You have a main hero unit with a promotion system. I'm trying to think, kind of like commander decks, right? Only they can promote. You either have to meet the level up the conditions or sacrifice appropriate amount of shards. You got units in a certain system. Yeah, force of will. Yes. Vanguard or rearguard. If you notice in the upper left-hand corner above me, above Yuna, the pink-haired girl, we have an image of what the card area is going to look like. So you got Vanguard and Rearguard. Your heroes can go in the Vanguard or Rearguard section. Rearguard can only buff and deflect. Vanguards are the only ones that can attack. You got 4 of each area, 4 of each type. No chip damage. There's no chip damage, so it's like a one and done. Who has the higher stat? Bam, bam.
Which I think is a lot faster.
Yeah.
Especially when we're dealing with so many units on this.
Otherwise, you're just gonna have to keep calculating and keep track, have tokens and all that. We want fast. Yum. So yes, win loss, break shields off warding crystals, kind of like security levels in Digimon. And you can defend the crystal with the rear guard. Max of 3 copies per card. Deck size, deckhand based upon hero card. Catch-up mechanics. Damage to Warden Crystal equals victim draws a shard and uses it as on their next turn. Shield trigger effect on shards drawn from Warden Crystal. Yeah, so some cards may have a trigger effect.
You guys have any questions? Now's the time to speak up, class.
Oh my god, Sensei Yuki!
What?
What?
I don't see myself as a sensei, though,
No,
to be
you're
fair.
Not very sensei-ish.
I'm just like, I command you to hit things.
Digital Fanboy, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hey, and Sigma, what are we doing here? We are trying to figure out our next steps in what we're going to do for our TCG. We're just going over what we have so far. If you're
anything? Oh.
If you're in our Discord, you can look at what we have. The actual document. Commander Yuki.
I was also going to ask, is there anything in the Discord that maybe we need to address?
Yeah, let me look at that real fast.
I can't switch over.
1 sec.
Otherwise, I doubt myself.
Let me see. Art exhibit. Like, I kind of always forget where the TCG area is.
It should be its own little section.
The forge? The forge. Nothing yet. Oh, questions to think about. I'll get to that. We already kind of pasted that in. Graveyard. We have the graveyard and the void. Card sent here can be used res once. Void doomed. Sent here cannot be put back into play ever. Summoning sickness. Okay, so we did decide that all units will have a summoning sickness, so you can't use it immediately. Can use continuous defensive skills. We got some keywords here. Arts. Melee and magic cards are extra abilities. Giant Fireball. Dictated by card name. Spell. Giant Fireball. Equipment. Field cards. One field active per person, so it only affects your area. Only your United. Oh my god. Only your units.
Only your United.
Only your United. Five of these shards go to your work crystal. Okay, what to do if many small units attack versus one big unit? Can they all attack the same unit? When attacking power is the same as defense, does attack go through? Mutual destruction. Then we need to talk about attack phases next stream, how many shards in shard deck, how blocking works for crystal, always active or limits. Okay, so
we put questions down there.
Yeah, so we have some questions that we need answered. Yeah.
So I would think, I'm kind of thinking with small units versus one big unit, I think they can all attack the same unit.
But they use their attacks.
But they would have to exhaust themselves.
Yeah. Definitely.
Also, I guess something to think about is how many arts and equipments can be played per turn.
Unlimited.
As long as you have the resources, right?
If you have the resources, yeah. A lot of them are one-use timed anyways, so... You know, if you want to make your deck completely equipment and art based, then it's up to you, but you won't have as much monsters you won't have as many units on the field, you know?
That's how I feel. You would still have to have the shard upkeep to support that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know, did we ask I'll play as long as aggro decks are fun, yo. Yeah, you can definitely make some aggro decks. Greed, hello. I guess, do we want art and I imagine equipment usually does not have shard needs, but how about arts?
Arts would require mana for sure.
Really? Because we're already making units require this.
Requirement.
Then
should we place the limit? Because otherwise you could chain arts together.
There's only a limit of 3 cards max per thingy, you know.
Okay. Is there a limit to hand size?
No, it's dependent. Hand size?
During the game. Because let's say if I keep drawing cards, right?
I mean, you're gonna,
with a 10 card hand.
You're gonna deck out at some point.
So if you deck out, don't you reshuffle back into the thing? Let me see.
Oh, if you... Limit to hand size? Okay. I also need to have the... Okay, there we go.
Yeah, deck size, hand size, based upon hero card.
Okay, we did have it. Deck size, hand size, based upon. Okay. Should we have... We already have a card limit to the spells. A max of 3. Now, the question is, do we want these spells and arts to also cost those shards, or should we just have it be, you know what? If you have it, you can play it. So let me.
I think that's a good poll one.
Yeah. So let me start a poll. Shards and arts. Should they cost? Sorry, not shards. Equipment. Using equipment and arts. Should they cost mana? Same with playing fields, right?
Mm-hmm. Them field cards.
Chart, equipment, field, and art cards. If you have it, you can play it, but would they need a certain trigger to activate or just for one-time use? I imagine all of these are just one-time uses, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Unless it says continuous.
Unless it says continuous, but more than likely it will not. Like the equipment is a one-time use; it only goes onto the character until the character dies or is disarmed.
Yes.
Field cards most have continuous ability. Any field card destroyed or used up goes to the void.
I feel like field cards will usually have like a turn limit. We'll make it so it has turn limit.
No, it says usually permanent with continuous abilities until removed from play.
True. Wouldn't that make field cards pretty fucking OP if you get like first turn? You can just play it with no cost. And it's like +1 or whatever to your attack stat.
I don't know.
Unless we limit the amount of field cards that can be in your deck.
I feel like definitely not all of them should be zero cost. Maybe playing field cards should cost some
shards.
Some shards because it's a continuous card that's going to impact.
Yeah, I think let's make.
Yeah, you
wouldn't
wait. You wouldn't be able to attack from the first strike. They're right.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, 75% said yes to the field cards and stuff costing money. So, not money.
Damn, treating our man like money.
And money. You're building. Yes, we're building our TCG. So feel free to input.
Chime in.
Yeah, chime in. We love having people help. Giving cost will allow you scale power by cost. True, true.
And also, let's say if you have a mage in it, right? They can only cast spell cards costing X amount of mana and higher. That would also help limit things.
So field cards, I think they should have costs.
Yes.
Do have
field cards for sure.
Have shard costs. How about equipment?
Equipment.
Because you're already kind of limiting it by equipping it to one.
Yeah. I think because it's only limited to one character, it should be fine to have no cost limit.
Right. You're a Yu-Gi-Oh player? I mean, maybe there's some aspects in Yu-Gi-Oh that you like, and maybe you would like to see that, you know? So, you think equipment should or shouldn't have a cost, Yuki?
Should not.
Okay.
Because that's shit you take with you, right?
Yeah.
At least adventure-wise.
So, no cost. Equip. Okay. Okay.
Now, spells, we have to decide.
I love how we asked these questions and we didn't even address them.
What? 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 What did we do?
The other questions we didn't even address. What to do if many small units attacking versus one big unit. But we'll continue with spells. So spells, do we want them to cost? I feel like yes.
Oh, your field, yes. Do tell.
Because you're already. Otherwise, you can chain fireballs nonstop.
That's true.
But that is all the more reason to have the fireballs be very very powerful. You know.
Mm-mm. The spells would be powerful, but they also cost mana to cast. That makes sense. And you can have different tiers of spells. Like if you're, let's say you upgrade your unit card to Archmage, right?
Yeah.
You can cast cards that cost X amount of mana for free.
Yeah. So
So you just copy
spells,
that.
field cards, arts. So all these are arts. Essentially, arts and spells cost shards.
Yeah.
Cost shards. Shards to play. And some of these may have an upkeep cost, like if you have a barrier or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here are the questions. What to do if many small units versus one big unit? Can they all attack the same unit? We said yes. Right?
And yes, because I think it makes sense when you outnumber an enemy like that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just speaking from my tactical knowledge here. That many small enemies can take down a big enemy if they try hard enough.
Okay.
And it kind of gives, like, I guess it's like Rookie Rush in Digimon, where you just have a bunch of rookies try to take down shit.
Also, are you gonna have the ability, like, let's say you have like four little boys, 4 weak units out. And you're like, dang, I wish I hadn't filled up my area with 4 weak units. Can you just swap them out as long as you pay the cost?
I think that you would be able to swap them out as long as you pay the summoning cost again.
Okay. Can swap out units as long as you pay the summoning costs.
Although, that brings the question: is there a limit to how many units you can take out in one turn? Like, retreat, or would we just say because it's limited by the mana system that you can do as many
I
as you
feel
want?
like it's as many as you want because it's already limited by the mana system.
Okay.
Because you have to pay to summon them anyways. You can't summon like 6 big ones onto the field anyways because you don't have that many in one turn.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to go ahead and break that down as a point of
what? I said can't swap out units as long as you pay the summoning costs.
Okay. Gotcha.
Can you sacrifice a unit for extra summoning resources? That might be a possibility if, like, maybe the hero is a necromancer or something.
Oh,
I think that can be dictated by class. Yeah.
That'd be neat.
Yeah.
If you had it as the necromancer class.
Also, do we have a deck out system? Like, if you go out, you're done, or you just can't draw anymore, or do you shuffle?
I think that was in earlier. Hold on, let me look.
Look it up. Graveyard boy. I've lost my spot. I lost my spot. It's gone. There it is. So, weaker units can all attack same big unit to take it down.
But they use up their attack.
Yeah.
Phase. AKA they can't play spells or whatever. I don't think we actually said anything about that, if I'm looking at this right.
Okay. It's divided between the graveyard and the void. What's divided? So we want a poll on if you run out of cards in your deck, what happens? Reshuffle deck.
Reshuffle your what? Graveyard?
Graveyard. Yeah, I would say reshuffle graveyard. Lose. Can't draw. Keep playing until you run out of cards. Being able to reshuffle deck can bring back the graveyard, but not the void. That's a good option, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's only reshuffle the graveyard only.
I think you automatically lose in Yu-Gi-Oh! If you're not cards to draw, you automatically lose. What about fatigue system, like increasing damage each turn you can't draw from deck? I didn't even think about that. With that, I don't know how hard it would be to keep up with the fatigue, like the counting of the fatigue system.
We'd have to have counters, that's for sure.
I'd like to minimize the amount of counters that we need, I guess, because that's a pain in the butt.
Also, I feel like if you're forced to put like a shit ton of fatigue counters, that what? You take more damage, right? You're gonna fucking lose. Right?
I mean, you're already losing. You're already losing, though. You know?
Unless, right? There's some sort of hero unit that benefits from being fatigued.
Like the perpetually tired adventurer.
Yes.
Hi Dominic, hello. Okay, so Zaya said I do like just playing until you run out of cards or lose. Oh, I misworded that. Taking direct damage. Oh, okay, gotcha. Taking direct damage each turn you can't draw. Yeah, because that would. Okay, so there's a benefit to taking direct damage. You're right, Smuggy. Okay, so there's a benefit to taking direct damage, because then you make the gameplay faster. Otherwise, like you drag it out, you got these 2 hour long matches, right?
Okay, but when you take direct damage, it's to the ward crystal, right?
Yeah.
So would you also get the crystal thing, the extra mana?
I'm assuming yes. But it doesn't help you, does it?
Well, it might help if you have extra cards in your hand that you can't fucking play. The only downfall is if you actually bricked out and you need extra cards, right? That's the only time where I'm like, well, I'm fucked.
You can also do fatigue with okay. You can do fatigue with reshuffle, making the reshuffle cost 1 damage. Okay, I really like that idea. Like,
who suggested that?
Smuggy. Berserker could ignore fatigue. Ayo, Zeta. So, in if you had a Berserker deck, you could aim to deck out.
Deck out as fast as you can.
So, are there life points in your TCG? How many is it? So, there are life points. I think there's like 4, 3, 5.
We did not.
No, I have to look it up.
Word crystal. I'm pretty sure it's a word crystal. And we did
5.
decide.
5. No, we did decide. 5. There's 5 life points, and yes.
The 6th point is it 5, and the 6th point kills you.
Yep. Or is it you do all 5 and it's done? I forgot.
What do you guys think? 5 and done, or 5 and 1?
So 5, if all crystals are gone, you're done. Or you have to have one more shot. I feel like one more shot to be done.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do 5.
5 and 1. 5 and 1.
And then one more pass to win. Because that's like you hitting the heart of your city or whatever.
Yep. Yep. 5 and 1. 5 and 1. Okay. Cool. 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 So a lot of people are saying keep playing with until no cards. I want to do a poll on the idea that Smuggy had. Let me bring it up. Oh, come on, Yuna. So 50% said keep playing with no cards, reshuffle deck graveyard. So let's do that poll on when out of cards, what happens. Keep playing until you can't. Reshuffle graveyard into deck. Take one. Take shit. Reshuffle graveyard. Take 1 damage directly. Take 1 direct damage. Hey, Nerd Soda.
Hello, nerd.
Yeah, when there's
Oh,
no
okay.
cards to draw. Also, hello, Kamomiru Mado channel. Hello, hello. Yeah. So
Oh, hello.
when there's no more cards to draw, you've drawn and you're like, oh crap, I'm out of cards. So the options are keep playing until you can't play anymore, basically until you lose, because the shards are destroyed, or you have no units on the field, or you can reshuffle your graveyard into your deck and take 1 direct damage. Hi, Corey. Can you attack first turn? I think we said no, because everyone has summoning sickness. You can use continuous defensive skills, though, when you summon. Okay, so I think people are enjoying the keep to the graveyard, reshuffle the graveyard.
Wait, what'd you say?
Reshuffle your graveyard and take 1 direct damage if you are out of cards. Let me do so win loss. Also, Hermit, you were the one who suggested or someone suggested the shield trigger effect. I guess. Okay, victim draws a shard and you can use it on their next turn. Is that a permanent shard that they now have, or a temporary 1-turn shard?
I think it should be a temporary 1 shard.
Yeah,
I can't find my knife.
I think you talked about shields becoming mana. So, do you think that the shields, when they get destroyed, they become mana? Is this mana, this new mana, is that a permanent thing, or is it just for your next turn? And once you use it, it's done. Remember, martyr, where certain dead unit becomes mana. Test it out eventually. Okay, just for one turn.
Yeah, I think just for one turn would make sense. But we would have to figure out ways to make it so that it's recognizable that it's a temporary mana.
Well, I think you can only have a max of how many?
But I mean, we can maybe use a token for that or something.
One turn, one turn. Okay. I think everyone's kind of saying one turn. Another idea, play a deck where monster effects activates the graveyard, so why not add, oh yeah. For Berserker cards, it would negate cards for higher state effects, like attack, mill, self one. Permanent might make a deck that focus on taking big shield damage, then blitzing. Ew. I see. Bit similar in vein with Duel Masters, yeah. Duel Masters is Pog. Do we have token deploying effects? No. Also, let me close this poll.
What do you mean by token deploying? Oh, wait. Like the Aboromon? Where he spawns little shits out of nowhere? And they're considered tokens where, like, they don't do anything, they're just there?
Like, what do the tokens? They're like 1/1 monsters or something, right?
Yeah, right. They're kind of useless, but they would be there if you have, like, a unit that increases power based upon how many other units you have in the field, right? So if you need like a quick way to like deploy tokens or like to like stop attacks or something, you can deploy tokens.
For full board buffs. Oh.
Yeah. It's her buffing.
Damn. I mean, we could implement some tokens. I think it would depend.
We can implement tokens. I think that'd be fine.
Digimon movie watch along? Hell yeah! Maybe that'll be our next watch along after Gundam.
We gotta watch the first movie though.
Yeah.
That's like the OG movie I remember from my childhood.
Tokens can have utility. It can be buffing, swarming, sacrifice, fodder. Okay. Yeah, we probably will have tokens. Like I said, I want to try not to have a board full of too many tokens, but it doesn't mean that I am not opposed to having a ton. Having some tokens. Let me see. Okay. So it's a temporary. The shard that you get from the shield cracking is temporary, right? Right?
The what?
The shard you get from the shield cracking is temporary.
Yes.
A one thing use. Okay.
Yes.
One time use. Yes. Okay. All right. So we answered this one. We erase it now. Yeah, I think we should try temporary, and we can always fix it later. Yeah, definitely. Let me take a drink. Be sure to hide your guildmates. Dude, I love building TCGs. It's so much fun.
Did someone say that, or just you?
Me.
I'm surprised, but I guess it's like very rules heavy, which is like your bread and butter. You know?
As a non-TCG player, this is fascinating. It's always interesting to hear what people's experiences have been with different
TCGs.
TCGs.
And, like, different deck strategies.
Yeah, and they're like preferences for what type of decks. Like maybe they like having just like a berserking deck where they just go all in, or a really defensive deck. It's always interesting, and they find ways to break the game.
Yeah, like a good one to start if you want to try doing like TCGs. I know it's a mobile game, but Marble Snap is pretty quick and easy.
I would
And
love to also make a game like Marble Snap.
yeah. This is definitely more of like a long and drawn out one.
Yeah, this
Because
is
you're
like a
not fighting
long
over
game.
locations. This is
Yeah.
more like you're fighting to kill each other.
Right.
Now, eventually, I would like to do a PVE version where you fight the shit out of
Dungeons and boss monsters.
dungeons. Yeah.
And you're with like other people, like a party.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Which I think, yeah.
Yeah, something like I know Anna's Roundtable has the co-op in addition to PvP. But those are very if we did the co-op one, it would have to be hero based, like strictly hero based. With like very limited you would have to have less units on the board, I think.
Yes.
But we can worry about that when we get to it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, like I said, I would love to build something like Marble Snap. It's fast, it's easy, but some people don't like the fast play. But that'd be something easy I can play against guildmates, though. Be like, okay, we're doing a stream where we face all of you. Instead of like a half an hour per match, we can like get a lot done.
I mean, if you wanted that, you should have told me.
I didn't learn about Marble Snap until like a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. We can make that our third game after the co-op.
Oh my god, please.
What?
That's too much.
Too much for you?
Get one mode out.
I think we're doing good progress. What do you think, Guildmates?
I mean, we should focus on finishing one. Or maybe the co-op one could be more of a fast-paced one. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the co-op one can be a fast-paced one because you take out most of the cards that you have. And you replace it with, like, other things.
Dual leveling franchise.
What? You guys don't like franchises?
Oh my god.
We're maximizing our profits here.
No, we're not selling any of this. We're not selling any of this, Yuki. You're a little behind since you didn't do last season. That's okay. I'm behind too.
I'm also behind. But the plans for this are to basically get all this stuff done, then make some cards, make 2 starter decks, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I gotta prototype it and actually test it out. But yes, okay, so the other questions we need to answer. When attacking power is same as defense, does attack go through or is it mutual destruction? I mean, isn't Wizards of the Coast like crashing and burning or whatever? Gap in the market, maybe? I didn't know if you guys have been keeping up with Wizards of the Coast, but apparently during the pandemic they went crazy and like producing all these cards for Magic.
Yeah, I heard they were like doing like a set a month, which is fucking insane.
Okay. 2 mutual destruction. Is this planned for any card game players, such as Lackey CCG?
We were gonna try and do there's like some programs that Tabletop runs on, such as Tabletop Simulator, Screen Top GG. We could do Lackey CCG if we wanted to. The dream is to make a physical copy, but I know that will never happen.
No, that's way too expensive and way too risky.
I know.
And plus, it would be so much easier to play with guildmates if it's just like computerized.
I know. But don't you want to eventually bring your own printed card to a convention that we're at and have me sign it?
Maybe.
Yeah? Just kidding. I know that'll never happen. Let's see though. Going back to the question at hand.
We're making the poll.
Yeah. Okay, so this also plays into the question of when we have tons of small units trying to smack down a big unit, right? If their attacking power equals the same as defense and they're both mutually destroyed, that would wipe out basically all the small units that you've
Yeah, but then
tossed at
wipe
them.
out this big bad unit though. That's
Yeah,
probably
that's
gonna
true.
that otherwise you would never have taken down in the first place.
That's true.
Yeah, topping Wizards of the Coast is too ambitious. Yeah, there ain't no way, yo. I'd like bounce off on death. Hold on, let me bring this closer. Never say never. But do the cards have an attack and defense stat? Do they have an attack and defense mode? I think
Yes, they do.
They do. They do have an attack and defense stat. But some cards are obviously more suited to be defenders than attackers and vice versa.
So I guess who should actually get the advantage here? Would it be attackers, defenders? Because
VR TCG cards with
let's say
I will buy all physical cards reduced.
Who said that? Who said that? You know who said that?
Aeon.
Ah,
Aeon, Amanda Culture. Guildmates Culture. I shouldn't assume your gender. Sorry. I'm just thinking of games where you can't attack untapped creatures. Wait, is it defense stat or health point? People said the same thing about Bear Stearns, though. Is there HP state? Frontline defenses, I see. What if defense goes to 0 after it bounces off? Huh. I think it depends on which hero you have. Yes.
So there is no health points because we didn't want to deal with, like, tokens.
We didn't want to deal with chip damage.
So it's basically attack and defense for your stats.
Let me see here.
And obviously 70 cost. We're trying to keep it somewhat simple, because, like, what, in Pokemon, right? You have to keep track of how many damage you get. And that was really tedious.
Right. Let me see. Okay, we do have attack and defense.
Leaning towards you have to overpower the unit in attack. It can't be the same in order to destroy them.
Okay, that's fair. So it does nothing. So being the same attack power as their defense does nothing for you. You need to be over.
Because I'm just thinking from a tactical standpoint. When you smack my shield away, you don't kill me. Right? You obviously have to deal another blow in order to kill me. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's see what the poll says. See, most people are saying attack destroys both cards, though.
Oh, both cards. Is there a reason why you would prefer that? Just curious.
I feel like if we make sure they both die, game will go faster.
That's true. That's true.
So I guess, do you want a faster gameplay or do you want realism?
That is true. That is true.
Mutual destruction happens a lot in battle. Like Yuki and I battle out, and eventually both of us are so exhausted we can't do anything.
That's true. That's true.
For pacing reasons, I'd like to try both. That would be interesting. Maybe we should do it where we just try both.
I think we should probably try both. Because yeah, that is there are good points for both. Where one, if we do mutual destruction, it's pacing, right? Two, if we do nothing goes through, it does give the defending player, like, let's say you're on the ropes, right? And you're defending, like, you you do have a chance of staying alive a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the next
And
question.
it also prevents pure attack shit from like steamrolling.
How does the summoning mechanics work? Basically, you have a side deck of shards. You tap those shards in order to summon and pay the summoning cost.
Every turn, I think you get like a shard.
You get an extra shard every turn, and then it refreshes.
And then if you take direct damage to your ward crystal is made up of more shards that you can put into your shard pool.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little catch-up mechanic for you guys when you get damaged. And
Just
so
throwing it out there eventually, and the Sekai archetype that has a Truck-kun boss monster. Maybe we can make that a co-op boss monster.
that'd be
Truck-kun.
hilarious.
You battle Truck-kun, so you prevent from getting isekai to the real world.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That would be funny. All right. Yeah, I think that would be good for that. Let's see what else here.
Talk about phase next stream is what they said. So I guess we had to outline attack phase, like how the flow will be.
What would be a fancy version of a truck? A chariot?
No, wouldn't it be a carriage?
A carriage? My multi Truck-kun deck that double taps the MCs. Please, no.
I would be tempted to make that into like a joke promo card.
Overpowered isekai hero should be boss 2, yeah. And then, oh my gosh, you know how those some cards have like a little catchphrase that the character says? You can say, "I'll be back next time, and I'll be stronger." Like, you know, where they each time they get reincarnated back.
So the boss, right? Like,
Yeah,
they'll get reincarnated every time they get their health down.
yeah, they like isekai back to their world.
And they change appearances.
They're like a total toonie.
Yep, that'd be cute.
Yeah, ReZero Subaru or like OP Farmer deck. Yeah.
Oh, if we do OP Farmer deck, we need to like have like a chicken card that can kill things.
Yeah, like he has chickens and cows. A carriage
I
with horse trampling power.
I heard that pigs are pretty vicious too because they'll eat anything, including a dead corpse.
Wolf of the Cosmic, hello.
Hello, hello.
Turnips for defense. Oh my god. After Isekai Protag truck dies, they look for another truck. Yes.
Search your deck for another truck.
Oh my gosh. Skyrim chicken. Or you can have like one where you have pots and you throw pots.
No. You make the pots into equipable items only for the farmer.
Whiterun Guard. Ritual Summon. Zoo is an archetype around buffing low stated monsters using each other. I want a Farmer Zoo deck. Oh my gosh. Truck-kun as a card that evolves MC into overpowered MC. Oh my.
Oh my god.
That'd be funny. Like we should make like a farmer deck. We need to. That'd be so hilarious.
Fun though, like to create different deck archetypes based upon like different RPG classes.
Yeah, or just funny archetypes, like they said, main protag.
I thought we were the main protag. Are we not the main protag?
We are the main protags, but like an alternative protag who wasn't supposed to be in our universe because they got isekai'd into our universe.
Boo! I would beat them up. I would beat them up. I don't care.
But that would be so funny. All right, so we decided to try both, either mutual destruction or nothing. Mutual destruction, no, nothing happens. Okay, attack phase next stream. Okay, play draw one mana card. Okay, so wait, how blocking works for crystals? Maybe we should do this one.
Oh.
So
Okay.
for blocking attacks for the crystal, I do believe in Vanguard you can either choose to directly attack the crystal or attack their units. But I think in ours, we decided that you had to kill the units first to attack the crystal. Eh?
Did we decide that?
I can't remember. It's been a while.
Can't remember either. Guildmates, do you remember what we decided? We didn't write down.
I mean, obviously, there are going to be some cards that directly attack the crystal. It ignores everything. It's like, okay, whatever. We'll just directly attack the shields.
Oh, we found out. Doing damage to the crystal can damage at any time, but rearguard can defend the crystal.
Okay.
EX, negate, redirect, or sacrifice, or deflect. So they have.
So only rearguard can do this.
Yes.
Vanguard cannot. Right?
Yeah, Vanguard cannot. Because they're too far away from the crystal, is our thoughts. Right? The Vanguards cannot defend the crystal. Only rearguards can.
Yeah. So they cannot defend crystals. Can only buff intercept attacks meant for crystal. Right?
Do rearguard need to have a specific effect in order to deflect ward crystal damage, or can they just do it inherently?
That's a good question. I feel like maybe they should have a special ability to do so.
So they need a special tag.
Yeah, because they could because other rearguard effects can buff. They can be buffers, you know, or they can be healers. So I don't know. Let me.
Guildmates, let us know if they should be able to.
Let me close this.
Defend the crystal no matter what with something, or if they require a keyword like negate or redirect or something of that nature. A keyword. If they require a keyword in order to be able to protect the word crystal. Because there are different ways of protecting the word crystal, like negate or redirect or reflect, right? Oh, you know what would suck? It's something with the word reflect, and you were attacking with a powerful unit, right? Wouldn't it reflect the damage back onto your vanguard?
That would suck. That would suck.
But I figure the reflect
would be a one-time use.
It would be on a very, very high powered unit.
Right.
I think, in that case.
It'd be a one-time use. Rip Vanguard, yeah. Keyword to protect. I figure all of them can, but not all of them are good at it. Keyword to protect. Yuna cute. Thank you, Baconing. You're also amazing.
Hey.
But no Baconing. Yuki cute, right?
Baconing. Hello. I think.
So far, the game is seeming rather aggro heavy without it being always, as it doesn't take that many hits to win. Yeah.
Is that good though, or is that bad? What are your thoughts?
Soda cute.
What?
No, Soda said that about themselves. So we have 67% always able to do so. So if the rear guards is always able to do so, they sacrifice themselves.
Yeah, they automatically sacrifice themselves to get destroyed.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, does it take into account the hero's attack and defense? like is it a hero's attack versus the rear guard's defense, or are rear guards just able to intercept it or whatever no matter what? So you just sacrifice that unit and it doesn't matter how much shit they have.
Hi, Joshua. Okay, so 78% said always able to do so. Let's start this other poll here.
You get what I'm saying, though, right?
Right. So, like the power of the defender.
Yeah. Does the defense stat of the rear unit versus the hero stat? Not the hero stat. The attack stat of the vanguard unit determine if the war crystal is,
So when defending crystal with rear guard, so are you asking if they automatically get destroyed? Or a higher attack means that more destruction happens? I think they should just automatically get destroyed.
Well, I mean, like if they get a defense, right, a higher defense, like the hero unit can't kill them. Or if the hero unit has a higher attack and the rear unit has a lower defense, does it mean that the attack goes through towards the reward crystal? Actually, I'm kind of leaning towards if you sacrifice the rear unit, you should be able to deflect it. Not deflect it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Cancel that out, because that's a whole unit that you're sacrificing.
Right. I would just say you decide to defend the crystal with your unit, that unit dies. It doesn't matter. It's just gonna die. Regardless of how powerful the defending unit is. Though, I guess that would put into question if your hero dies.
What I mean?
If your hero dies, it's fine. You know?
Well, our hero, like the main hero, like if you have like Yuna if you have Yuna as a rear unit and you decide to put Yuna in harm's way the ward crystal.
Yeah.
In order to protect it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because ultimately, the game is not about keeping your hero unit alive.
Your hero unit's just there to help.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it, Guildmates?
They said
personally.
Okay, if they block an attack without an ability, they should die. Ah, okay, yeah. Let's do that then. I didn't. Yeah,
I think that's a very good. That's a very good resolution. Is if they don't have a keyword, right?
They die.
They die. Because that means that they don't have a special skill to keep them alive for it. That's a very good way of doing it, Guildmates.
So, okay. Yeah. So if they have a keyword and they block, they get to live? Is it automatic or is it just one-time use block?
It's a one-time use block, I would think, right?
It's a one-time use block and they live. And the next time they do it, they die.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Now, I guess the question is, would that make Vanguard units a little bit too powerful? Because then, technically, what you could do, right, is as a Vanguard unit, you can keep attacking, but your opponent will eventually run out of guards.
So, they have Vanguards too.
That's true. I know, Guildmates, what do you think?
Yeah, with enough reflex, it could keep the Vanguards in check. Yeah, you could reflect it. You should have a Discord server tournament. Ayo, definitely, definitely.
For sure, we're gonna have one of those. And then, because we're in charge of this, right, I can easily have it so the winner will get to design a card.
So I added a different block, crystal block. So block crystal once, the unit will die if they choose to block again with this unit. Sound good?
Mhm.
Okay, attack phase. How many shards in shard deck? Did we say that it depends on the
hero?
hero, or should we?
I'm kind of thinking that we should go ahead and limit the shard decks to like how many turns you want, I guess, is the question. Because it ultimately decides how many turns. Ultimately. Would you say 20? 15?
Pokemon's not Pokemon. Marvel. Marvel Snap has 6 shards, sometimes 7. That is a fast game.
Want to say 10?
It doesn't allow for that many units. Well, actually, it does because some of them are one cost. Because they have 4. You have the max of 12 slots, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Hero dependent
yes,
with
correct.
a max of 15. That might be a good starting point.
Well, what? We have Ward Crystal 5, right?
Yeah.
Shard deck should be 10.
10, okay.
And you can fill your shard deck and your Ward Crystal with... Well, technically, your Ward Crystal is part of your shard deck, right? Because you draw your Ward Crystal out from your shard deck before you start the game.
Deck is 15
total,
with 5 cards going to
the Ward Crystal upon game start.
There we go. That way, because I feel like 10 is not too long.
Yes.
I like that. Okay. Alright. Take that out. Okay, let's go through the phases. Draw 1 mana shard.
Okay, no, we need to start
Game
with,
start. Game start.
Right? Each player puts down 5. No, they draw 5 shards from their shard deck to become their Ward Crystal.
Let's see. Each player draws 5 shards from shard deck to... Hi, Brandon! Also, hi, Kisko you. Hello. To be used as shard... as a Ward Crystal.
Yes.
I guess shuffle. Actually, should be first.
Shuffle the shard deck.
Shuffle shard deck. We can count.
Place them, face down?
Place shard. Ward Crystal cards face down?
Yeah. And when you draw them, you can't look at them. Because, so the reason why I say this, right?
Cards used for Ward Crystal.
The reason why I say this, right, is let's say you have a Seer class unit. You can have them flip the Ward Crystal shards up so you can see what crystals you're gonna have next.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Or they can either flip yours or their opponents too, if they had a seer ability. That'd be cool. Okay.
Or you can reorder the Ward Crystal shards or whatever.
Yeah. Well, different shards have different effects, yes.
Yes.
I think depending on the element, right?
Yeah, depending on the element.
Well, we could even come up with the shard effects right now.
You want to try?
You want to? Okay, guys, come up with some shard effects. So if...
No, we have shard types, don't we?
Yeah. So we had different elements here. So the effects that we're going to be coming up with is the effect that happens when the ward crystal is destroyed, and you get to use the effect for it. So let's see. What are some effects that won't be too game breaking? Because the idea is to give in a slight catch up mechanic, but also, you know, maybe one time you could be like draw another card.
Oh, so these effects only proc if they're drawn directly from the ward crystal, right?
Yeah, only from the ward crystal deck. Like someone attacks your crystal, your shield breaks. And
mana released into the air.
That mana releases into the air to activate these effects, and then you get to use the crystal, the shard.
Okay, so I'm gonna write down.
Fire destroys a piece of equipment. Yeah, let's make it kind of like used. Someone said fire destroys a piece of equipment, water allows one redirect. Hey, I like that. So one redirect though. Okay. I like destroying a piece of equipment.
Story. Good job.
Destroy. Water allows one redirect. So we could do that, but does the redirect proc on the next attack? On the next attack to the direct, light could blind Vanguard for a turn. Like Vanguard can't attack the crystal for a turn. Maybe.
Now, the question is, if we make these elements, right? Okay. Okay. I guess I have a question. Are our characters tied to elements?
Yes, they are.
Would some of these effects make certain elements too OP? That's my one concern.
Like if he had nothing but like dark
light,
like light ward crystals where it just keeps blinding people.
Yes.
Like if you have 5 light crystals in a row.
Yes.
I think maybe destroy piece of equipment is very. I think it's fine because they're already kind of losing, you know.
Okay. Actually, you're right. The fact is they're losing.
We should probably make the thing where it's like, well, if it's fire, okay. So destroying a piece of equipment is a little hard because not everyone's gonna have an equipment piece, or maybe you won't be able to benefit from everything all the time. Maybe.
But it only proc if you have a hero with that element on the field.
Wouldn't you already? Okay, so
or a unit with that element on the field.
You aren't always going to use all fire or all I mean all of the elements. So you're going to base your deck off of either like mostly maybe 2 or 3 elements max.
Right, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying that we should limit it to, do you have a unit on the field of that element?
Right.
then you can use this. So it will keep people in line with using units of that element.
I think they're not that stupid. I think they're not that stupid.
What?
To choose, okay, if they wanted to, let's say, fill their deck with mostly light to blind people for the war deck, they can. Because let's be honest, if they do that and they don't have any units that aren't light based, well, then they're kind of like in trouble, because it's like, well, you're just hoping that you'll shuffle these elements into your war deck. You only have like 1/3. You only have maybe like 1/3 of a chance to correctly shuffle it in. So if you want to play that roulette game, you can. But I guarantee, I feel like that wouldn't be something that most people are going to be like, I'm just going to make a light blind ward crystal deck and base it off that and hope that I draw all these light cards and I don't have any units that use light anyways. You know? I think most people are going to use crystal shard decks that have like their element in it. Rather than,
just hoping to God that.
Yeah, hoping that they get the right.
I am now tempted to prove you wrong and just blind you every fucking turn.
Don't. Yeah, that would be only 5 turns they could be protected from. It's not very it's not very high. Yeah, and then if they're not all light units, they're dead afterwards anyways, because they don't have any, like, they're like, oh, I filled this deck with light cards and I actually don't have any light units. Oops.
Element determines, like, what? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to make sure that someone thought of that.
Yeah, if people are going to choose elements that aren't even in their deck, that's up to them. They can Russian roulette that. Good luck. You just gotta hope that those cards that you don't want to actually be in your deck get shuffled into the ward deck. Okay, I think so.
So now that this is, I think. So now we can decide the effects, because now that we determined, if you want to play that game, feel free. But I just thought, I played Devil's Advocate and stayed out there. That some people are going to be dumb enough to do that, aka me.
Right. Because this isn't really a big part of the game. I don't think. What are the main focuses of each element? I feel like fire is definitely more offensive. Water is... Yeah, it's a tactic if you want to win fast. Okay, so light. Did we decide that light will blind? Blind. Make units can't attack your crystal next turn?
Yep.
And if they're not going to attack your crystal, they're going to attack your monsters. Not everyone has equipment, maybe.
That is true. Some of them don't need equipment, like barbarians or whatever. Maybe they don't need equipment. They just fight with their hands, or monks. You know what I mean?
Because not everyone... Well, equipment is going to be limited anyways, so... An all tactics option. By saying it shouldn't be an all tactics option, are you saying the effect shouldn't affect everyone? Situational. Oh, gotcha. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should it be situational? Maybe that should be good. Like, it is situational.
What do you mean situational?
Like, okay. So right now we're kind of thinking of effects, of shard effects that are more like, if these activate, it affects all your armies in a negative way. Whereas if we make it more situation like, oh, you happen to have your opponent happens to have an equipment card equipped, and you destroy it. Like, these effects shouldn't change the tide of battle too much.
Okay.
The light effects is really good against aggro decks. Yeah, it could be really good. The light effect seems OP, not gonna lie.
Is that what someone? Because I also feel like the light effect is fucking OP.
So this mechanic is on top of the mana thing, right? Yeah, it's on top of where you get, if your shield gets destroyed, you activate this effect and you get to use this extra mana.
It's permanently into your shard placement.
I thought it was a one-turn use.
Oh, it's a one turn. Yeah, temp. Sorry.
Yeah. So you're already getting the benefit of getting an extra mana for the next turn. Or whatever turn you decide to use it. Yeah, I think we maybe should make it more situational, maybe? Or they don't have an effect. Or maybe these elements have no bearing. How does it work in Digimon?
They're just.
Because it could be overbearing to have too many things happening when you destroy it, you know.
Okay, so the way it works in Digimon is like your units are divided up into colors. The mana is actually colorless.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why colors matter is when you evolve it.
Okay, so there's no effect when you break a security barrier.
There are some cards that have effects when you take it from security.
But we already have an effect that happens by already having people gain mana from breaking a card. So do we really need another one?
My
Colors
brain
matter
cell,
in this game on the cards, the units. The units cost a certain color.
my brain cells are rubbing together trying to think.
Let's do a poll. Because the more things we add, the more complex it gets. So in addition to gaining shard, we're still doing the you gain one temporary mana thing for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Because you know they do have a point. If you add this additional effect on top of it, it's going to get kind of messy. Because it can be very overpowering or it can be more situational too.
Okay, for now, I would say let's go ahead and leave the effects off, but maybe return to it later with special crystals that cost mana to activate the effect.
Wait, special crystal? What?
Like a raging fire crystal versus a normal fire crystal.
Oh, like spells or equipment?
Yeah.
Or tactics?
Mm-hmm. So
I'm kind of on team no, honestly, now that you brought it up. Only because you're right. It doesn't go to be in line with the design of the color of the other cards. We could always create like a magical item that does a blind if we really want to.
Is that? Did they say that we can create a magical item to?
No, that's what I said.
Okay.
Or revisit it after we build some cards and their effectives. Yeah.
I agree. Let's go ahead and revisit it.
Like destroying equipment is a control thing, and the fire might be more aggressive. Yeah. Because we really don't want the focus to be on the crystals themselves.
Like, we don't want the war crystals to dictate do you win or lose. We want
the units.
I mean, we don't want the crystal effects to dictate whether you win or lose. We want the units themselves. The main bulk.
I would do this after we define each color. That's fair. So I am leaning towards Team No, I'll be honest. Because you don't want to necessarily build a deck around, the crystals. You want
them to be around the units.
The units.
And we can just create magical items, right?
Yeah.
So smart.
It's easier to create magical items.
Why are you guys so smart?
I think the comeback mechanic should be independent of color. Yeah, I agree. So we already have that comeback mechanic of, hey, you gain an extra mana crystal. So that's good enough. That's already being quite generous, I feel like. It's not like they don't get anything out of it. Either you can, maybe, you can draw an extra card. I don't know. In addition to getting... It's like, we can do, in addition to getting a mana crystal, you draw a card.
What you deck out?
That's your problem.
Oh. That is true. We could do mana crystal plus draw a card. I think the thing that we're trying to avoid is that aggro decks don't fucking steamroll. You know what I mean?
Right. But some people love aggro decks.
I know I love aggro decks. I use an aggro deck all the time.
Nah, extra mana is good. Yeah. Do you guys feel like just having the extra mana is good enough? Let me see. But the draw card could be a push taking 5 damage to Zerg. Yeah. You take 5 damage immediately. I mean, you're kind of in danger anyways. We'll leave that pull up. Okay. So we decided that the crystals are not going to have any extra effects. I think because it just really takes away from the main point of the game, which is the units, So shield trigger effect on shards drawn. Should we take that away then?
Yeah.
Okay. Depends on the speed of the game for me. Okay. 60% extra mana plus draw one card. So we can, for now, we can try draw one card. And if we need to tweak it later, we can get rid of it. How about that?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
And draws a card from their deck. Okay. Shuffle card deck draws 5 shards from their shard deck to be used as ward crystal. Place ward crystal face down. +1 card, I would say, pushes the game towards a more mid-range game, which is good for balance. Yeah. Okay, good. Got that figured out. Thank you, guys.
We're asking good questions here. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for responding. It helps us. Because, we may think something is really great. It's a cool idea. But, like you guys have said, like, hey, this idea doesn't work. It's not matching up with your card game. And then we'll be like, oh, yeah, you're right. So thank you so much for giving us your input. We want to think we have big brains, but they're quite small.
We only have one brain cell.
One brain cell that we pass between us. All right. So, game start, shuffle shard deck. Each player draws 5 shards from shard deck to be used as word crystal. Do not look at cards used for word crystal. Place word crystal cards face down. But if you put everyone's brain cells together, you'll get dozens. I'm hoping so. Also, hi for Epsilon. Are you gonna contribute your brain cell to us?
Don't make it sound like we're in a cult, please.
What? I'm not saying we're in a cult. We're just putting the brain cells together. Will Yuki have an aggro effect? Yuki totally would be like the aggro type.
Yeah,
Eon said, I count as a -5 brain cell. No, Eon, no!
So if I deck out right, I start going to berserk mode.
Now drink the punch. It's not a cult, it's a hive mind. Yeah, hive mind. They'll have to work together to beat me in Garfield Kart.
Oh no!
Soda, it's us.
Kart.
It's us versus you for last place, Soda. I'll try, but I only have experience with making tabletop games, not card games. It's all good.
We still appreciate.
We still appreciate anything, I never win. Play Yuki Weenies comprises the cheapest cards I can find. Make it like Yuki surrounded by like chickens or something. Except the chicken cards are improperly labeled as pork.
Oh no! No. We can have that as like a special like PR card. It's like chicken ? For the card name.
Right.
But it has the stats of like a pig.
And expired food. Which means I never lose at losing. Expired food burn deck. No, not like that. Expired food. You guys are going on the expired food. No. Please. Food poisoning debuff. Oh my gosh.
Y'all are bullying us now.
You guys are brittle. We'll make it happen.
Why bully? Yeah, we'll make it happen. We'll make quite a few joke cards.
Plus to attack, but negative HP.
Would it be negative defense then?
No, yeah, defense. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so game start. Shuffle shard deck. Place word crystal cards face down.
Place your hero unit. Unit slot either in Vanguard or in Rearguard. Did we decide if you can move your hero unit per turn?
Should heroes be killed in battle or put on cooldown? Cooldown, maybe. I don't know. That's a good question. Depends. I feel like it depends on how powerful we make him. So we're gonna have you be able to automatically summon your hero first turn, Yuki?
I mean, shouldn't that be the thing? You're leading your commander.
That's true.
They can't attack anyways.
Heroes never die. Yes, Mercy.
And this is their like rookie form, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna have shit stats no matter what. And you can put text in there saying you cannot attack for X amount of turns or whatever.
I think Hero should take a few turns to show up. Like the scouts and weak monsters pop up first.
But doesn't Hero determine your deck and hand size?
Oh yeah, Hero does determine how. Actually, yeah, you gotta put out the weak hero first.
See, I big brain.
Because remember, we scaled the hero with levels, so you can only summon X level monster with X level hero. So if you can't put down the hero, you can't do anything. So I think maybe we should have hero be on cooldown. Will I be able to make? Yeah. A res in the church card like Dragon Quest.
What'd they say?
Place level 1 hero unit in hero unit slot. Also, for the hero unit level up cards. Wait. Is it separate cards for the leveled up hero? Or do you just like turn them over or something?
I think you would probably have to place it somewhere, probably next to the shard deck or something.
So there's a hero deck too, or if you get lucky to draw level 2 hero or not?
Okay, Vanguard has it, so it's a separate deck. Guildmates, what do you think? Should we have it hidden? Should we hide them in the deck? But the thing is, right? You hide them within the deck, it's going to be fucking annoying if you never get it.
Or you flip the card to level it up.
I think.
Or you token the card. Because how many levels are there? 3?
3.
Then flipping the card would be a little hard.
Or you want? I don't think I'm gonna start with 2 because 2's like. I personally am a fan of having a hero deck because you can just draw it when you need it.
Like looking for, like you can look at the hero deck.
Oh, that'd also be something. Is search your barracks for the hero unit and shuffle it afterwards. If you level
meet
them
the
up.
requirement.
Huh?
Okay, here we can do a poll. That's another poll, guys. This stream is full of polls.
Get used to it. Suck it up.
So, separate deck. Okay, so for the hero units, oh, they're a little lost. Okay, so you have hero units that determine what level monsters you can put out.
If your commander is level 1, you can only command level 1 units.
But we already have units kind of based on cost, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Because we already have a limiting factor by basing it on cost.
That is true.
So do we want to just take out the level restrictions for the hero unit? And just have no non-leveled?
What do you guys think?
Levels or not?
Do you want hero levels or not? Do you want hero levels to dictate what what level units you can summon. But then also, didn't you say that you can kill hero units?
Yeah. If you can kill hero units, then I guess that would make it hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking. So I think maybe we just do away with hero levels.
If we can kill the heroes, then we you know, that would debuff rest mechanic, equipment cards, cooldown. I think cooldown too. Nope. Cards.
So if we take out levels, it means that you can summon anything as long as you have the mana.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that. It would make the card list clearer, probably.
Doing quests to level up the heroes.
Yeah, that's also a thing. We were thinking about doing the level system because it's growing your hero from like shitty person to like magnificent knight or something. But what we could do is have okay. If we still wanted to do leveling up heroes, what we do is have it based upon the ward crystal, right? Where if you pass a certain amount of ward crystals destroyed on your end, your hero gets stronger and levels up to a different class. Right?
So the closer you get to dying.
The closer you get to dying, apparently the more, you know. Or would you prefer that it just be a random card that you find in your barracks and you just place it on there after paying the cost, and it's you know, a bonus.
Like we can either treat it as a really really powerful unit or a unit that really dictates like what unit. I like the level concept. I'm not gonna lie. Hmm. But I
Because
don't.
yep,
But I don't know. Um, I don't know if we should do quests because it's already hard enough to do all the tactics for it.
right.
Level up depending on turn limit.
Oh, so like if it's turn 5, level up your hero.
Yeah, like both people level up turn 5. That could be an option.
Okay, so we had what?
So we have. So I think everyone kind of wants levels. So we'll keep the levels. Okay. Yeah, everyone wants levels. So let's do another poll. How to level up hero. Do quests. Level up after X amount of turns.
Ward crystal. Find it in your ward crystal, or you know, after X amount of ward crystal shields destroyed.
X of
I don't think we should put it in the barracks though, because like that just depends on luck.
yeah, I don't. We're not going to shuffle into your main deck. It's too much.
Because then it's like I'm never gonna be able to level up my hero.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Also, you can choose not to level up, class up your hero. I guess it'd be a class up rather. Or level up.
I like how another card game does it by making your main card dual-sided, with the specified way to flip it to its more powerful side.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna limit it to 2 levels then, right?
Yeah.
And we'll have it so you flip it.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Okay, so you said if we are keeping the level limit, then we probably shouldn't keep quests. Yeah, noob and vet, like apprentice, and like Yuki is just a knight, and then she levels up to a paladin, like that.
Then Yuna's a mage and levels up to an
Up.
archmage.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And I guess if we're going to make the hero dictate the level of monsters that you can summon, then we need to probably put it like maybe level the novice one can be level 1 to 2, and level the advanced one can be like level 3 or something. Max level is 3. Should we do the max level is 2 then?
Mm-hmm.
Main hero must be at the same level. Level can only summon level 1 and 2 units, maybe, or should only level 1 units, or should we have 4 levels maybe?
What?
Should we have 4 levels? How many levels for monsters?
I guess, do we even want levels on our units, or other units besides the hero? Would that already be dictated by how many shards that you just use?
I think we should remove the hero limiting monster summon size. That's what I was thinking.
So, remove the limit where the hero can just summon anything, because after turn 5, they just automatically, get stronger anyways.
We have a man limit. That's what I was thinking. We have a man limit, and it's already going to limit what you can summon.
Okay, yeah, so just remove that. The hero unit's just going to get buffed up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's all kind of counted in the mana cost. So in Wicross, leveling up is based on paying a cost. So maybe leveling up might be more of a buffer access to new abilities. Yeah. Just a stronger card in general. Okay, cool. So let's take that out.
And then, did we decide on how hero leveling up is going to work? Is it going to be via like turn limit, or?
I think only the hero should have levels, and it just makes them stronger.
Yeah, I agree.
So to level up the hero, should it be just sacrifice X amount of mana, or after X amount of turns? If we take out the level limit, I still like quests. So if you're losing, your mana will make your hero stronger to even out the game. Yeah, you can just buff your hero. Because it forces you to play a certain way, and your opponent can try to stop you. So if we do quests, we can have character-specific conditions. I guess that's... Let me redo this poll. I'm going to redo the poll. So we're not doing after X amount of turns. I think that's kind of out of the... so mana cost, quest. I guess we could still have X amount of turns. Okay, everyone's saying quest. Necromancer can like revive X number of creatures to level up. Warrior can be kill X amount number of creatures, etc. I think heroes should have a personal quest on their front side to complete that deals with their main game plan to flip. Randomness define quest if it's card based. Quest should be on the hero card. Yeah, the quest will be on the hero card themselves. A card's personal quest can be an X amount of turns. That is a lot of info on the card.
What?
To level them up. Because we only have X amount of space to really put the info.
Yeah. What we could do... I was gonna say make a secondary card with the quest that attaches to a hero.
Maybe. We could do one of two things, maybe. Try both. Okay, fair. Front face hero shouldn't have many effects. Secondary card idea. Yeah, level 1 version, level 2 version of the card. So level 1 is the front facing, level 2 is the back. So in order to level up from level 1 to level 2, you have to, I think most people are wanting a quest to be done.
Okay. What you guys are saying is you don't want a guaranteed level up. You want to have to work for it.
Yeah, they want to have to work for the level up.
Because that's what I'm hearing.
They sit on the side, the cards, the hero cards. They don't go into the deck. Oh man, my RNG sucks. Level 1 powerhouse it must be. Yeah, they don't go into your main deck. That'd be so mean. I'll never level up. I'll never be a paladin. So that probably is a question that we can kind of delve more into next session. Let's think of some questions to do. So hero cards.
Dang, are we out of time already?
Yeah.
That flew by fast.
So are the quests for the hero cards like one? Maybe have an alternative to pay. Alternative. Time flies once fun. I'd say the main focus of a front side should be the quest. Second, the front effect. Extra effect cards for heroes beyond the leveling quest. Oh yeah, so no, what were you saying?
Okay, but these heroes can still attack and shit in battle, right?
Yeah.
What I may do next session is I'll redesign the hero cards a little bit, so our template, and see what we can fit on there. How about that? So that's something I'll do next time. Is I'll actually start redesigning the hero cards and see what we can fit. Essentially, we already do have a template. We just didn't narrow down anything yet, so I can now work on it with some rough stuff in mind.
Okay, so we can focus on the hero cards next time.
Yep, and I'll start redesigning it. You guys can actually get to see me art for once. I know, amazing.
Can heroes attack same turn as their quest completion?
I think they would. That's just me.
We'll leave these questions in for next time.
So you said the hero unit will be double-sided, right?
Yeah. Do you have to redo the quest if they die? I would say no. You already worked so hard. Can they have increased shard cost if they die after leveling? Can spells counter quest? Can spells counter quest? Increased
And then
shard cost if dying after leveling.
so I'm putting a section for hero quest tokens. So it seems we need a way to keep track of it, right? So we can make these like really cute like quest complete tokens and put them on the side.
You could always go the force of will route and have it so if the hero dies, they just lose their abilities for the rest of the game. That's interesting. Force a will route. If hero dies, lose abilities for the rest game. We would need tokens for the hero cards?
What?
Tokens.
What about tokens? Well, I'm just saying that we need a way to keep track of like, you know, progress for the hero.
Yeah.
So I'm using hero quest tokens as a section. And I guess if you really wanted to, you can have like a card or something that removes like a hero quest token or whatever.
Would make mage heroes lose their powers quickly. I cry. I would be a mage hero. Okay. So we have some questions, and of course, if you guys come up with any ideas, feel free to drop it off on our Discord. I'll link the Discord in there. We have a Discord channel. It's under the Forge. But I think we'll probably stop here for now. It's a good stopping point. But we have highlighted things that we need to talk about next time. And to figure out. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
I think we figured out quite a lot today.
Yeah. There's a Discord. Yeah. Yeah. If you go to the Forge area and then go to TCG. Yeah, first TCG stream of 2023. Yay!
Yay! Go ahead and save this for myself.
And you can also see the Google Doc from there too. But yeah, Guildmates, thank you so much for joining. Let's do. Thank you so much. Let's see some announcements. Tomorrow we have our membership watch along of Gundam. Oh yeah, no worries, Yuyan. Please don't get fired from work. Thank you so much, Zeta. Thank you for being a Guildmate for 2 months. Wow. Yeah. Also, hi Crossfire. So yeah, we have our membership watch along of Gundam, Witch from Mercury. I think tomorrow at 9 p.m. ET, and we'll be also streaming it on the Discord. If you want to join for members, I'll post a reminder. And then, what was it? Friday, we're going to be playing Fire Emblem Three Hopes.
Three Hopes.
We need
marathon
to finish. We need to marathon that thing and get it done. Of the Scarlet Blaze route. I need to finish it.
Because the next game's coming out.
Because next game's coming out like the week after, so we need to finish that sucker. Thank you for the stream. It was cool to see this get worked on. Yes, thank you so much for watching, Dogwater. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, first name, last name, for joining us. Endurance stream Friday.
Chat, so I can't really see much.
Yeah, Endurance stream Friday. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? I think that's it. Well, let's find someone to raid. And Yuki, could you type the raid message in there?
I will. Let me stop sharing first. I don't dox myself.
Yeah, go ahead and stop sharing. I'll take away your.
Emil, did you take it away?
Yeah, I took away your Discord area here.
Took away my transmission rights.
Yep, revoked that transmission spell there.
Okay, let me see here. I always have fun during these ones.
Let me see. Okay. Do you want to do... Let's do... do you want to do Yuko Yurei or Rie? Rie is celebrating... Hime-chan is celebrating her 6-month anniversary, by the way.
Oh, let's go ahead and raid her. Might as well crash her party.
Crashing her party. Okay. All right. How shall we end it? Do quest complete?
Yeah, let's do quest complete. I feel like we got a lot of work done today.
Yeah. We did.
We deserve pats on back.
Yeah, yes. All right. Guildmates, thank you so much for watching and contributing all your ideas and voting in our 1,000 polls and contributing your brain cell to the hive mind. Okay. All right. Let's end it with a quest complete, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Quest complete!